Alright, so how's it going everybody? Hope you all doing well and great. And today we are looking at the best RTX 2060 gaming PC that you can build right now in terms of future proofing and pricing and the performance that you're getting. So hey, please subscribe if you want to see more gaming PC builds of that sort, and like this video because that helps me out a ton. And without wasting any more time, let's get to the benchmarks. And this PC really performs well. It can play a game like Valorant at 240 frames per second, 1080p low settings, no problem, 240 FPS locked as I told you. You can play a game like Apex Legends at around 200 FPS at 1080p low. You can play also a game like Call of Duty Warzone at 100 FPS with some dipping to the 95s. And one of the GPU intensive games, Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1080p high to ultra settings, 60 FPS flat. And a game like Cyberpunk 2077, you are getting 60 FPS too. With Halo Infinite, you'll find yourself around 80 frame rates per second or 100 at low. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get to the PC ports. And the CPU, we're looking at the Intel Core i3 12100F. Now the reason I went with that one because this is the best value for money gaming CPU that you can get right now, and also it's got the upgrade path to the next gen Intel CPUs. So it really ticks all the boxes in terms of the performance, value, and also the future upgradability that it can provide. So yeah, for $170 right now on Amazon, it's on sale. I think that's a great deal, and compared to any other CPU from Ryzen for the same price, it performs the same if not better, but it's mostly better. But the thing is, comes down to whether you really care about the upgrade path or not. But if you don't care about the upgrade path, get a Ryzen CPU, but please save around $50 to $80 more. This i3 12100F really delivers, and it's not disappointing in any corner. Basically, maybe the video editing side is not the best compared to the Ryzen 5600X, but this is a $180 CPU, so we're looking at a huge difference in pricing. And the board, we're looking at something beefy. We're looking at the Gigabyte B660M-DS3H. Now this board is a micro ATX board. It's got all the bells and whistles we need. It's got an M.2 SSD support. It will support the next gen 13th gen Intel CPUs, so if they're good, if they're bad, they will really deliver. You know, it's gonna be there for you. It's gonna handle it no problem, because you still have a great variety of CPU options to pick between that are not overclockable. And you can also add an overclockable CPU and just don't overclock it. And the RAM, we're looking at two 8GB sticks of DDR4 3200 MHz now. Since this is a $600 budget PC, and we have put a lot of our budget in the CPU GPU board, I kind of cheaped out on the RAM, and we're only looking at 16 gigs, but hey, it still gets the job done, it still delivers. And if you wanted to upgrade in the future, we have an extra 2 RAM slots so you can upgrade to 32 gigs. And the SSD, we're looking at a 512GB SSD. Now this one really gets the job done because this is a 512 gigs, fast boot up times, loading speeds, and you can add a 1TB SSD if your budget allows you to do so, or if you just want. But yeah, I really like it. I really find this one a great deal, and you cannot go wrong. Now the GPU, we're looking at the NVIDIA RTX 2060. Now the reason I went with that one because it's on a great sale right now. It goes for $230, so I suggest you check it out. This is a great GPU for $230. In my opinion, this is the best GPU money can buy right now in terms of value for money, and it's got all the capabilities that you'd need from an NVIDIA GPU, like ray tracing, DLSS, NVENC encoder, RTX voice that allows you to remove the noise, and a lot of other great features, and it still performs really good. So this is a huge upgrade from the usual sub $200 GPUs that we have right now. So it's faster than something like a GTX 1070, and compared to the $320 RTX 3050, it performs like 20% more. So you're getting a really great GPU. Of course, there are some better options from AMD, but you're not getting the same driver support that you're getting from NVIDIA. You're not getting DLSS, as I told you, NVENC encoder. So this is a really good GPU for content creators, and they want a trusted brand. So that's why I love this GPU. I really would have liked to have one for myself. And the case, we are looking at some case for $50. We have a lot of options. We have a case from Thermaltake, but it can go out of stock really fast. So there is a Zolman case, and also there is, I believe, the Aerocool case, the infamous one, for under $50. I would just go with anything that's a micro ATX mini tower, because I love the really small cases that are lightweight and they doesn't consume a lot of space or size basically. And the ventilation with this PC is more than enough, because this PC will not run hot or something, and it also doesn't consume a lot of power. That's why we went with the power supply, an EVGA 450 watt power supply for around $30 to $35. It gets the job done. It doesn't give you the best upgrade in the future, but it gets the job done, you know, for now, and it will not fail you because this is from EVGA and it's okay. So hey, that's been it guys. If you like the video, press on the like button. For some more videos, that can subscribe. See you in the next one, and peace.